come back to Mulan World for just 1 second to do a couple of things. Number one, show off our new...
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's less damage than our default Keyblade, with 1 increase in magic. It's supposed to be like if you want to do a magic build, but like it's not even good for magic builds. Anyway, so as you saw, there's a little fire effect when we came out, and if I go over here and hit him, oh, well, if he doesn't do that to me, you'll observe that it has the fire effects just like from the movie. And
so hit a tent with that, see if it actually counts as fire.
Huh?
Hit a tent with this to see if it actually blows up the tent.
I don't believe that it does, but I'll give it a shot.
Oh no, I'm glad you're playing right now. Yeah, it doesn't.
No. There are some abilities we get earlier that augment melee that can blow these up, but we don't have like explosion attributes on melee right now, so it doesn't matter. Spoilers, we're gonna get explosion attributes on some melee stuff later.
Cool, I guess. I mean, it sounds cool enough. So yeah, cool looking weapon, but obviously not that good.
Yeah, so those guys, those enemies we were fighting right there, because they're such big bullet sponges, in the original version of the game, those were actually kind of my go-to to grind Valor form late game. But no more, because in Final Mix there's better ways to do it. Anyway, so as we previously discovered, you couldn't reach that, obviously. You don't even know how to get to that one. And there's this one over here that you couldn't quite get to either.
Might be able to.
Because the platform would not let you stand on this part here.
Yeah.
Level design. Wow, it's so hard to design a good level.
Wow.
Did get it, just barely.
First try, he got it.
That's
superior video game player.
Anyway, now I don't think that was how we were necessarily supposed to get it though, like that. And obviously, how are we gonna get that thing over there? We don't have a whirlwind around here to throw us up there to get it. What's going on?
Do we get a glide?
Well, let's go in here for a second. Valor. Growth, high jump. I mentioned this previously.
Yeah.
As it levels up, the ability will get level 1. It has level 1 right now. We don't have high jump. Once we level up Valor once, we in default Sora form will get high jump level 1. Or once we level it up like twice. I don't think we level it up every time that Valor form levels, but we upgrade this movement ability every now and then.
Okay.
These are called growth abilities. Eventually, Valor form will have high jump max, and we'll have like 1 level below that as default Sora, right? Now, all of the forms we're going to get have growth abilities like that, and they all affect movement in some way, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You may recall in Kingdom Hearts 1, we got open like a chest, high jumps inside. We go to Neverland.
Yeah.
Here's Glide. There you go, right? So the game knows you're going to get those abilities. The game expects you to get those things, and in fact, blocks your progress if you don't get them in some cases, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to get this. You don't have to get high jump, or any of the other movement abilities that may come up. Perhaps Glide is one of them. It is.
Okay,
I
figured.
Very late, you can get Glide. But you don't have to. You may never even get high jump level 1, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of obtuse to get them. So again, because this is an easy baby game for babies with crappy level design, guess what? The entire map of this game is designed as if you never upgraded any of that stuff. There is not a single jump anywhere in the vanilla version of this game that requires higher than the basic jump to get there. Anywhere.
So that's what they did with these, is give you incentive?
So number one, the platforming in this game is already almost non-existent. But number two, all the challenges had to be designed for a vanilla Sora who can barely clear this tent. But by the end of this, we're going to be a god of high jumping and gliding and all kinds of other stuff. So any platforming challenges that are in this game are a complete freaking joke. So in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, they decided we need to remedy this because you have all these abilities in the game that there's nothing there to do with. They didn't redesign the entire map though, because obviously not. So instead, they added in these little JPEGs that aren't even 3D assets that turn to always look exactly the same no matter where you are in space, and put them in random spots around the map. Some of them that are easy to get to, and some of them you gotta come back with better abilities. And I hate them so much. Because, think about it, you came into this camp. Oh, yay, I'm in the camp from Mulan. This is so exciting, this is awesome. Wait, what's that thing? That game, totally unimmersive, distracting collectible up there. How do I get to it? I don't know how to get to it. And it's gonna be there for the rest of the freaking game until you get Glide, sitting there as a big glowing video game collectible, ruining immersion. I know these are small things.
We're gonna have to grind all these out, aren't we?
I know, huh?
So we're doing 100%. We're gonna have to grind all these out.
Oh, we have now. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Now, number one, we hadn't pulled out Star Seeker yet because it was part of our part of the other setup. So I just thought I'd whip it out for a second here. Now there is one nice thing about this.
Okay.
And I sound like I'm being really complaining. Like, I know it's not that big of a deal, but it's like, it's just so transparent why they're there, and it really is obnoxious, like, in some cases, because you'll just have it sitting there. Like, there's one over the, like, the main town section of, Hollow Bastion. It's just like, there it is, sitting there forever, waiting for you to come back and when you have that ability. And there's that one in the camp. Like, the camp doesn't matter, because we're not going to be back in Mulan World unless we want to be. But there's other places we're going to be in a lot that just have those sitting around, and it's distracting. Not game-breaking, but annoying. Now, what the game does do that's nice is Final Mix has a brand new optional dungeon. Optional secret dungeon that is the hardest dungeon in the game.
Okay.
There really aren't any conventional dungeons outside of that one space. And it does require you to use more platforming ingenuity and higher abilities. In fact, you cannot get to the end of the dungeon if you do not max out all your movement abilities.
Wow.
So that is one area where they actually stepped up and did something really freaking cool to remedy that design issue. In fact, you can't even enter the dungeon if you haven't upgraded your high jump a certain amount. Like, you just literally can't go into it.
What's this guy doing?
Mulan joined the army of her own free will in place of her father, even so I'd hate to think what would happen if her secret got out. Didn't that already happen?
Is this guy, like... Is this guy crazy?
Drunk? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
He's behind the times.
Behind the times. I thought you were making I thought you said Tums. I was like, huh? Is he making a Tums
I'm not
festival
making a
joke?
Tums festival joke. That would not make any sense here. But we're doing it anyway.
It was like a Tums festival. Alrighty, so next setting. Here we go, baby. Wait, actually, I forgot.
Even see this place.
I totally forgot. One important thing to do really fast. It was in my notes. I forgot to do it. We'll do it really fast, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Yeah, leave the gummy ship thing. I gotta sit through another loading screen. Whatever. My bad, everybody.
It's gonna be midnight by the time we're done with this.
No, it's not. It's only like 5 o'clock.
You're breaking the immersion. There's no camera. They can't see.
We did it this time so we would have a high level of energy and get it done in a reasonable amount of time. You're well rested. You got here on time. We're not starting at 9 o'clock at night. Great success is about to be had. So down here, we have a screen with a bunch of character info stuff, right? Instead of just having a...
Okay, look at all these hoods.
Yeah, so hey, check it out. King Mickey, King of Disney Castle, whatever, stuff, right?
Yeah.
Ansem, mysterious wielder of darkness. What could his true purpose be?
Okay.
Jiminy Cricket's never seen him. In fact, he hasn't even seen Maleficent, but whatever. Yeah, it's wonderful. That's nice stuff. Let's have a look down here. Organization 13. Organization 13's number 9. Organization members all wear black cloaks, and it's said that their numbers were assigned in the order that they joined. In addition, their names share something. Their names share something as a mark of brotherhood. Some mysterious thing about their names is a mark of brotherhood. Interesting. The organization has hinted that not only do they know about the Keyblade, but they know things about Sora himself. Are they playing mind games, or is there truth to their words? This is number 10. Nobodies like him may look like they respond emotionally, but this is in fact a ruse. Nobodies have no hearts. Man, how enlightening this is. This is number 3. Nobodies like him are made whenever people strong of heart and mind become heartless. The empty shell they leave behind acts of its own will. Are these empty vessels devoid of hearts? Are they roaming spirits? Or are they simply nothing at all? I feel so informed. Number 2. Nothing else about him has come to light. He vanished, leaving Sora with naught but puzzling words. Apparently, organization members can use the darkness to come and go as they please. That was the guy with the surfer dude accent who showed up on Hollow Bastion and was like, hey, I'm talking to you separately from everybody else. I seem to know something about what's going on more than some other people. See you later. That was him. Number 1. He directs the group as its leader. Organization 13 has a unique presence among nobodies. They think and plan and seem to have a greater goal. What is that goal? Yensid says we don't know. Man, this is such great video game storytelling design. What that is remains to be seen, but they appear to know a bit about the Keyblade. That's all we got for now. I don't care about anything else in the moment. Continue. I'm done now. Stardust Sweep, baby! That sounds familiar to me. What is Stardust Sweep? Is that a...
I don't know.
Stardust something. Not Stardust Crusaders. I'm thinking
That's
something
what I was
else
about to say.
Stardusty. Is that a JoJo's reference?
See, I'm the one that's supposed to say that, but I was holding off. Hey, we got new ships.
We have a couple of new ships here. They're just kind of given us automatically. So that's the basic default Gummy ship as we all know and love. We got a couple of other ships here, though. We're going to fly the Falcon, because why not?
Bring it on.
Can do. Let's go. So then when you're not holding it down like that, sometimes it can even lock onto stuff off screen like it just did.
Yeah.
So even when it's on fully auto, I still sometimes mash it, because just the speed that you can get, like the damage output's still a little bit higher sometimes.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends. So yeah, so
look at all these things.
Yeah, so and also, like, remember in the first game when it was like you were flying through weird, like, remnants of, like, we figured out they might be, like, remnants of planets because they kind of look like gummy ships, and we figured out that was, like, a whole thing with, like, their atmosphere or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like a clear environment thing. Like, all these asteroids make sense. We're in outer space, but, like, some Kingdom Hearts fans are going to be very pissed off and say, this is not outer space! Because apparently this isn't outer space inside the lore of the series. This is actually an ocean.
What?
Yeah, exactly. So shut up, Kingdom Hearts fans. I'm allowed to call it outer space.
Have I seen that yet?
I don't. This is, dude. Anyway, so yeah, but then we have like all these like blocks of geometry. There's some kind of like some kind of factory out here in space. Who built this? What is this doing here? What are these ships that are on the
These
walls
Heartless seem a
shooting at
lot
us?
stronger than a normal Heartless would be.
Yeah, and there was that thing in the first game too of like, what do you mean a Heartless ship? Like, there's stuff that just doesn't make sense. Whatever. It's no big deal.
Like, I doubt it's an
there for the
actual
video
ship.
game.
I'm sure it's actually just a Heartless that's big and looks like a ship, but like...
Who knows? Who cares? But yes, that's a weird
It's
thing, because
video
like in
game
the first
stuff,
game,
whatever.
they were like, you know, the Heartless are using those paths to get around, and that's why they were able to spread in such massive numbers, because previously it would have been like, they have to, you know, be created on the worlds they were from. But in this game, they're like, oh, the Nobodies and the Heartless can use the Corridors of Darkness to get around. So really all the path stuff is totally irrelevant now. That's basically when we were like, isn't that a big deal? It was a big deal in Kingdom Hearts 1. Not anymore, because we changed the rules. So I'm sure you noticed this last time, but the glowing red ones drop better stuff.
Yeah. Although it's just, I'm still having a hard time telling like what everything that drops is.
Yeah, the yellow stuff is just points. The green stuff is health.
Okay, but like under our score, I'm seeing like two other things.
I think those have to do with ranks
Okay.
and missions. I forget exactly about.
Is it dead? Oh no, it's ooh. Oh. Oh man. I've been watching a lot of like high-level Toho play recently.
Toho? Is that a bullet hell game or something?
Oh yeah, no, it's one of the big bullet hell ones.
Oh, okay.
Like it was, I say it's one of the big ones. It was, I want to say the guy that made it, like it was originally just like a small thing, but the community has grown very large.
I see.
And now there's tons of them.
It sounds familiar, Toho. Maybe I have seen it. I don't know.
I guarantee you've seen it somewhere.
As you know, I'm very plugged into the video game scene in general.
I know
so
you've probably heard
generally
music
know.
because like Toho fan music is one of the biggest like circles
Interesting.
of thing out there.
Ooh, level 30 metal. I think that's like,
Whoa!
I don't know if that's the best you can get. It's pretty good. Not like, it's not too hard to do well in these typically, but the mission, like the additional missions later are pretty hard, but these are not too difficult. He said as he sat in a loading screen indefinitely.
The price we pay.
The price we pay for me not going out and buying another copy of this game. I'm not gonna do it, okay? It's not worth it. I literally will not...
Do you want 3? Buy a new one.
I won't make enough money off of this playthrough to justify the purchase. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Maybe Research Runs is gonna be a rollicking success. Tons of viewership.
Maybe.
Massive spike in viewership. Who knows? We'll find out, won't we?
That was the sound of me putting the remote on this wooden table very loudly.
Hey, what is this place?
It's huge!
And sort of gloomy, don't you think?
I wonder who lives here.
Hey, does anybody else recognize that?
Hey, that's the beast!
Yeah!
Maybe we should check up on him.
Look!
Come on! Where did he go? What?
Whoa!
Oh, I forgot to change the keyblade back. Oops.
Well,
It's okay. It's not as good as Defender, which, as we know, halves damage when you're in critical HP. It gives you, like, an extra aerial combo. Whatever, who cares? Use fire and kill all these guys, and nobody doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? They're small fry. Small time, Joey. If you go into critical HP, I'll have no faith in you as a gamer anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I did it. Wait. Okay, yeah. There we go. Woohoo!
Check it out. You've already won. You've already won the
Oh
fight.
no, there's more.
Now you won. It's over. Fight's finished.
Oh.
All I can think about whenever we're, like, not doing anything is, like, people are so excited in comments sections on stuff that's out right now. Like, when's Kingdom Hearts 2 coming out? I'm like, yeah, they're going to be so freaking thrilled when it's here and how exciting it is and how great we are. It's us, the masters of LPing, Jacob and Joey. You like Achievement Hunter? You like Super Best Friends? You like whoever else? PewDiePie? Nuh-uh. Coming and taking them by storm.
No comment.
Just in time. Wah!
Ooh, I'm liking this trend. He got punched in the face in the last world. He got thrown across the room. In this world, maybe next time he'll get shot. Beast, why did you leave the rose in this room? Why is it not in the West Wing, where it always is, with the President of the United States and his Twitter machine?
So apparently Baron Trump's like a weeaboo.
Oh?
He's.
I haven't heard about
that.
this.
Maybe he's not a weeaboo
Is this
yet.
fake news? Did you hear about this on Breitbart
no,
or InfoWars?
He tweeted about it.
He tweeted about his weebiness?
He tweeted some anime he liked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. He can't be all bad, then. I'm just kidding. It's like I love Elfen Lied and the Sega and Kagura games.
And Tokyo Ghoul and
Do people like
okay.
Tokyo Ghoul? Are we gonna insult some of our audience by saying Tokyo Ghoul?
A lot of people like Tokyo Ghoul, and I won't call you garbage for liking Tokyo Ghoul, but I don't like Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. And switch Valor back out to the other one because better damage anyway.
What?
Yeah, because it's because Valor has two
yeah,
keyblades, right? So it's your secondary keyblade
Okay.
for that.
All right.
We have new abilities and stuff. What's up with
we?
that? Yeah.
Sora.
Like, unleashes a powerful leaping attack on targets in midair. That's fine for right now.
Sure.
That becomes antiquated by something else later, and we'll want to de-equip it, but for now we're good. Magic lock on ignore. It's like, it's very situational. It changes how your magic impacts like enemies, and just don't worry about it. Goofy Turbo is another ability of his, and it says dashes towards enemies, bouncing them towards Sora. So basically, he'll just like air launch stuff towards us,
Sure.
and you can change the frequency with which he uses it. You just set it for high, and it costs 10 MP. So maybe set it for well balanced or rare, so he doesn't just blow all of his MP in 2 seconds. Not as important for him as it is for Donald, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Did we just saw that with Donald already?
What? Oh yeah, we already changed all that because we had his stuff like right away.
Anything?
Free stuff? No free stuff. That's fine.
What do we have?
Strength and slightly increases maximum AP, and what's silver? Magic and slightly increases. Hey, how much? 100 and whatever. I guess you know what? Forget it. We don't need it. Slight increase of strength is not good enough. We'll get better later.
Okay.
No. I have in here probably somewhere like when I bought stuff and when I didn't buy stuff, but I didn't like write specifically don't buy anything at this point or that point. Anyway. What is it? I just know I saw a lady on top of those stairs. The ones that are directly above you that you couldn't have possibly seen from your current vantage point, Donald?
Look at his eyes. He's looking up there.
He has X-ray vision. That means he's looking up like from beneath her, probably.
Oh,
If the
no,
beast
that's why he looks like that.
He's just in here in the castle. That lady must have been Belle, right? Yeah, maybe so. Belle must know what's happened to Beast, too. Might know what's happened to Beast, too. Come on, let's go find her.
Sure.
Yes,
Perhaps
cutscene.
should we go that
cutscene.
way?
You already showed me where to go. Stop it. Stop
Oh
wasting.
man, I guess we go this way. Oh
Go ahead and
crap.
fight this way.
No.
Oh, look, there's a crown up there you'll never be able to get to.
Wonderful. I've been punished for going the wrong way.
We're punished. Actually,
Can you
don't.
go through these doors?
I believe the only doors down here you can go through is the one that's cracked like that.
Okay.
But actually, if I can borrow the controller from you for 1 second, I want to see if anything spawns in over here. I don't think it will right now. I think the spawns are different at the moment, so we're okay for this second. Much worse stuff will spawn into this room later on. Oh, did not. Oh, there it goes. Got it. It has a little hook on it, and you grab it and swing it around, and it does AoE crap on other enemies.
Nice.
Anyway, I want to go in here, into the ballroom, to demonstrate something really fast. We all remember the ballroom from that exciting scene in Beauty and the Beast when people dance and they used the CGI animation and won an Oscar, or got nominated for an Oscar at least. Hey, check it out. It's my old friend the Large Body from Kingdom Hearts 1.
All right.
We're going to do something interesting here. So we remember that. He charges at you,
Yeah.
you reflect it back, you can hit him a little bit.
He gets a little confused.
These guys are a problem. These guys are annoying me. Now, Mr. Big Guy over here has some new moves if Donald and Goofy don't kill him.
Okay.
Now, we already saw that. Yeah, whatever. Come on, do your other move on me really fast. I want to demonstrate something really fast. Remember how I've already talked about the utility of blocking? It's like kind of weird, where sometimes it's better to just like hit back.
Yeah.
And like, the reaction commands in this game are a bit odd, where it's pretty much always advantageous to hit that. And in fact, you can't cancel out of combos in this game conventionally.
Yeah.
But if you hit triangle in the middle of a combo, that lets you cancel a combo. And sometimes, like, you may have, I don't think we've had a fight like this so far, but actually there are some fights where there's a reaction command to block, and if you block normally, it won't work, but if you hit reaction command to block, it does
that's
it.
stupid.
Yeah, so there's a couple of fights where you being good at the game is actually detrimental to your success. But anyway,
You can do
stop
it.
killing him, Goofy. I wanna kill him. Do your thing. I don't want this one. I think I'm actually gonna have to. Maybe I'll have to hit him a couple times before he reacts the way that I want him to. Because some of the enemies in this game do. There's an invisible system in this called revenge value, where it affects the aggressiveness of enemies. It's kind of determined by how much you've hit them. Here we go. All right. So check this out. Here's a new move. If I block him, he just kind of spins out, right?
Yeah, but if you don't block, it doesn't work.
Yeah. If I don't block, and he just continues, so you really don't have time to punish it. He just kind of continues about his business. But if he... Yeah, hurry up and do your move again. If I reaction command it,
Wow.
I can punish it and kill him, like, right away.
Okay.
So blocking it is going to kind of spin him out for a second, but he'll hop back up and continue that attack. But reaction commanding it and doing both...
Look at
hitting
Donald and
both.
Goofy being almost dead from that.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't exactly helping them. But yeah, so it's just kind of odd where you have stuff like that, and it does kind of, it affects where like, oh, I'm going to block this move with the skill that I have as a video game player, and nope, that's not the right answer. You were supposed to hit triangle to actually perform that the best way you could. But, you know, that's stuff you'll learn as you play the game. It's not like game-breaking, it's just kind of a quirk of the design.
Yeah.
Anyway, check this out. We're in the ballroom from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I was talking about all that nerdy game design stuff, and this is actually really
Wow.
cool. They did a really good job recreating this area.
I didn't think anything else would spawn.
Sometimes when they go into the air like that, you remember when we were talking about like how the how like finishing plus can be a bad thing?
Yeah.
There, if you do a double finisher on them and launch them away, then you lose the ability to use the reaction command on them. Reaction commands mess up or not mess up, but just
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
reaction commands cause a lot of weird stuff to happen in this game. Because they generally take priority over all other moves you can perform. Like I said, that's the only way to like full on like hard cancel out of a combo in the middle of it. And like, I don't know, it's just kind of odd. Again, not like nothing game breaking, but it's just a weird quirk of the design. That's the sliding dash where he's just cruising around like that, obviously. Which is really fast and does multiple hits. It comes out very quickly. In some ways, it kind of, this is another thing where it's like level design and gameplay and stuff. When you're in Kingdom Hearts 1, you move kind of slowly and attack kind of slowly. And some aspects of that I like because it makes it feel a bit more weighty and Sora a little bit less powerful. And makes you interact with the level a bit more. When Sora's like this, he feels really lightweight and quick and not as weighed down. And it's just not, it loses some impact. But that's a nitpick. Again, it's weird because it becomes a better game for fighting, but a worse, like, immersive RPG storytelling thing in some cases.
Yeah.
These are all weird trade-offs that have to be made. Have to be made. Cannot wait until we get Cure for ourselves.
What level do we get that again?
I don't think you get Cure from a level. I'm pretty sure you get it from an event.
Oh.
Like I'm pretty sure if you like stay in places and grind, you can get Leaf Bracer before you actually get Cure.
Weird.
You can punish that when it gets spun out, but the point is you can punish it a lot more you know, with a lot more power if you do it with the reaction
absolutely.
command. Anyway, alrighty. Exploring around, talking about mechanics. Door's locked, can't go out on the balcony. We can kind of see a bit of the garden stuff going on out in the back. Neato. Good level design. In terms, you know, like this, again, it's a big circular area, and that's how the, level design from a combat standpoint is just what the place is. But it looked like this is the cool, like, one-to-one with the movie type of stuff, you know? And since it's a big, flat, circular room, Kingdom Hearts isn't afraid of replicating it directly. In case you're wondering, you can't get up on the balcony.
I figured.
Unfortunately. Wish you could. Anyway, let's move on.